Trump sent a letter of support on Ukraine's Independence Day, as Zelensky says Kyiv will not lose the war. The people visit the memorial wall for fallen soldiers in Kyiv, Ukraine on August 23rd. US President Donald Trump joined other world leaders in sending messages of support to Ukraine on Sunday as he celebrates Independence Day at a time when there is a little hope for peace despite the intense diplomatic effort. Trump sent a letter to Ukraine on the country's 34th Independence Day, which marks the anniversary of declaring itself free of Soviet rule, praising its courage and saying the United States believes in its future as an independent state. The letter was shared on X by Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky. As he delivered his own message, "We will not lose." Ukraine and Russia have continued to exchange strikes, with Russian officials saying Sunday that a fire broke out after the Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicle called UAV was shot down near the Kursk nuclear power plant, damaging a transformer at the site. Ukrainian authorities have not commented on the Russian claims. Other world leaders, including Chinese President Xi Jinping, Britain's King Charles, and Pope Leo, also delivered the message to mark the day, which comes as the momentum around the peace talk has stalled and Russian President Vladimir Putin is showing he wants to fight on. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney took the occasion to make his first official visit to Ukraine, stating on X that his country's support for Kyiv is unwavering and we're with you every step of the way in your fight to defend your sovereignty. Keith Kellogg, the Trump administration's Russian-Ukraine envoy, also attended Kyiv's Independence Day ceremony on Sunday. The Trump's message comes days after the U.S. leader said he will give Putin a couple of weeks, further extending his deadline for potential consequences against Moscow after urging the Russian leader to meet with his Ukrainian counterpart in hope of ending the war. In the letter, Trump wrote, "The people of Ukraine have an unbreakable spirit, and your country's courage inspires many. As you mark this important day, know the United States respects your fight, honors your sacrifices, and believes in your future as an independent nation. Now is the momentum to bring an end to the senseless killing. The United States supports the negotiated settlement that leads to durable, lasting peace that ends the bloodshed and safeguards Ukrainian sovereignty and dignity," Trump added. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney disembarked the train as he arrived in Kyiv, Ukraine on August 24th. Zelensky thanks Trump for his message and delivered his own address to Ukrainians, saying the country would still be celebrating its Independence Day hundreds of years from now. Ukraine is stronger and has self-respect, and Ukraine does not wait for the gestures of goodwill, but it has its own will to put into life what is necessary for us, he said. This is the Ukraine of the today, and such a Ukraine will never again be forced in history to endure the shame that the Russians call a compromise. We need just peace. Our future will be decided by us alone, and the world knows it, he added. Referencing the recent talks with Trump and European leaders to progress the peace plan for Ukraine, Zelensky said Ukraine has not yet fully won, but it will certainly not lose. Ukraine has secured its independence. Ukraine is not a victim, it's a fighter. Ukraine does not beg, it offers alliance and partnership. On the eve of Independence Day, Russia launched 72 drones and ballistic missiles toward Ukraine. The majority of each were shot down, according to Ukrainian Air Force. heavy bombardment has continued in recent days despite Trump's meeting with Putin in Alaska, which ended without a concrete deal. Russia's defense ministry said Sunday it has deployed 95 Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles, called UAVs, overnight across various territories. One UAV was shot down near the Kursk nuclear power plant, causing a fire, officials said. Officials added that the background radiation levels has not changed at an industrial site, and the local fire was later extinguished by firefighters.